Welcome to this explainer. I want you to picture a small, quiet town shrouded in the dead of night. Two men are at each other's throats. It's a mystery that seems completely, utterly impossible to solve. Until a local judge decides to take the law into the shadows, executing a secret midnight sting operation. Let's get right into it.
It really brings up the ultimate thriller question, doesn't it? Who can you trust when there are absolutely no witnesses? Imagine a dark, stormy night. A mysterious figure creeps up and drops a heavy bag of gold right outside a door, setting a brilliant psychological trap designed to drag a liar out into the light.
The bait for this trap? Exactly 50 gold ashrafiyas. Now, you might be wondering, why is a highly respected judge sneaking around in the pitch black, dropping a small fortune on doorsteps? Well, to understand that, we gotta rewind the clock to a seriously bitter courtroom dispute.
Section 1. A web of lies. Two friends, one unsolvable case.
So, our suspects are two poor laborers, and actually former friends, named Jamal and Ali. They show up before the local qazi, or judge, with this absolute nightmare of a he said, she said situation. Well, actually, scratch that. It's a he said situation. Jamal is aggressively claiming, hey, Ali owes me 10 gold coins from a loan. But Ali, he fires right back with the exact opposite claim. He demands 10 coins, saying, no, Jamal is the one who borrowed the money.
You can see the qazi's impossible dilemma here. There are 0 witnesses to this supposed loan. No written contracts. Literally no physical proof whatsoever. Both men are swearing up and down under oath that they're telling the truth. And honestly, they both look completely innocent. The judge knows that if he just throws the case out, a perjurer and a thief gets to walk free, and he is not about to let that happen.
This crucial threat is captured perfectly in our source material. The qazi thinks to himself, if a lie does not clash with the truth, the doors to such disputes open again, and the criminal escapes his sin. Basically, the judge flat out refused to let the liar win. He was going to uncover the truth, whatever it took.
Which leads us to Section 2, The Stranger in the Storm, the Qazi's secret test. This is where our story shifts from a standard courtroom drama into a full-blown, tense undercover sting. The Qazi actually strips off his official robes, disguises himself as a poor, wandering traveler, and slips out into the night. Right around dusk, he creeps up to Jamal's house and drops a bag of 50 gold coins right at the door. He's watching from the shadows and sees Jamal snatch it up. Then, as midnight hits and this terrible storm rolls in, the Qazi heads over to Ali's house, knocking on his door in the pouring rain, begging for shelter. By dawn, the trap is fully set. And here's the payoff. When they thought nobody was watching, their true characters completely unraveled. Check this out. Ali actually took the disguised Qazi in. He shared his meager food. And when the Qazi pretended to be absolutely devastated about losing a bag of 50 coins, Ali instantly returned the lost gold he'd found earlier. But Jamal cruelly turned the freezing traveler away. And when asked about the lost coins, he got super aggressive, completely lying about finding them. The contrast is just crazy.
Now for Section 3. The final judgment. The trap springs.
The sun comes up, the storm clears. Both men are dragged back into the courtroom, and get this, they are completely oblivious. They have no idea that the man sitting on the bench knows exactly what they did in the dark. Then the Qazi drops the hammer. He looks right at Jamal, reveals the whole undercover sting, and details exactly how he dropped the bag, watched Jamal steal the gold, and saw him lie to a helpless traveler just hours prior. The gig is entirely up.
Jamal's downfall is absolute. Despite his initial stubborn denial in court, he just can't escape the eyewitness testimony of the judge himself. He's found guilty of theft and perjury and sentenced to hard labor. Finally, under the crushing reality of his punishment, Jamal breaks down and confesses the whole shebang. He took the original loan and, he stole the 50 coins. Case closed, right?
Well, actually, not quite. Section 4. The ultimate reward. The search for a trusted advisor.
You see, the Qazi had a secret secondary motive for this whole elaborate, late-night investigation. His previous confidant had recently passed away, and he desperately needed a replacement for the role of Masheri Khas, or special advisor. This wasn't just any job. It required someone to guard the court's most dangerous secrets. He needed someone whose honesty was completely, utterly incorruptible.
Because Ali passed the ultimate test of character, literally handing back a fortune when he easily could have kept it, his life changes forever. He is instantly appointed as the Qazi's special advisor. He gets a generous government salary, a beautiful new residence, I mean, overnight, he's elevated from a poor, struggling laborer to a highly respected official, a total game changer.
To wrap up this explainer, we see that Ali's unwavering honesty earned him what greed and deception never could. As our source beautifully puts it, truth is man's most precious treasure. It can earn you the position that even knowledge and power cannot.
So, I'll leave you with this provocative thought. Character isn't really about what you do when the courtroom is packed and the judge is staring right at you. In the dark of night, with a bag of gold at your feet and absolutely no one around, what choices will define your true character? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. See you next time.